Hey everybody, how y'all doing? We're going to start a little bit early today. Shine that light on all this ugly. Talking about me, not them. All right. Hey everybody. Nathan here with Sampson Farms, and tonight we are with
Fred,
Johnny,
and then of course Peaches. And don't talk on the radio. That's right next to that. Somebody give me a sound check. See how we're doing. Hey, Pine Predator Nation. Hey, Sean in Alaska. Back to Rootstead. Cherry Love Adventures. Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading. How y'all doing? Good. Remember the last couple of weeks my laptop's been having problems with the mic and stuff? They finally updated today, fixed that bug. So awesome. Living a Rogue Life. How you doing? Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. How you doing, Misty? So who here had the storms that we had yesterday? Hey, His Way Homestead, how you doing? You're waiting to see how the bacon turns out? Me too. Got a few more days though. I think I'm gonna let it sit for about 10 days in there, flipping it every day. Thanks, Papa Z. This is actually one of my favorite shirts. Hey, Christy Betts, how you doing? Hey, Howie, Food Forest Permaculture, how you doing?
so this is matching pajama pants.
Have matching pajama pants, yes. But they didn't come as a set. So who all here had storms yesterday with about 70-mile-an-hour winds besides us? I know Miss Brenda did.
It actually flipped over a quail pen.
Yeah, it knocked one of our quail pens over. We lost one of our quail in that incident, but all the rest of them were fine, and me and Summers got stood back up.
I'm kind of confused. The wind was coming from this way, not this way, and it was tipped over this way.
Yeah, the wind was blowing, like say the wind was blowing this way. The quail pen actually fell this way. So it must have blew hard enough somehow that it did it.
It also started hailing.
Yeah, it was hailing. Well, it hailed the day before too. And there goes Peaches with the whistle. Oh, well, I'm glad no one else had much of this because it was a pain in the butt. So apparently it didn't really touch Kentucky a whole lot, and it really didn't apparently didn't touch Mississippi much. So it just kind of went whoosh, straight across Tennessee. You having rain today? Yesterday wasn't bad here, huh? We had rain for the past 2 days. Family was at the property, yeah. How'd they like those winds? Oh yeah, happy Cinco de Mayo. And happy Taco Tuesday. Dave, what's funny is that's what we're actually having tonight for day. Your connection is unstable. Well, so it's the person on camera. Just a lot of rain. That would be amazing. Hey, Homesteading Graving Business, how you doing? Azalea River, how you doing? Picked up 20 quail last week. Your friend's saying you're awful quiet, Johnny. Azalea Rivet.
hello, Azalea.
Azalea, you know she's always quiet. She never talked much anyway. And you picked up quail. That's awesome. So yesterday before the rain, well, not yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday before the rain, I went and picked up the big incubator and brought it over. From the eggs we set in the first batch, 3 of them hatched. One of them didn't hatch. Didn't make it, and it was just weird from the get-go. It didn't really have a leg to stand on, so to speak. But 2 of them are doing amazing. But this morning I set 7 more speckled Sussex eggs in there, and I didn't even count how many quail eggs I put in there. But I've got a bunch of them in the incubator now. I have 20 jumbo wild quail eggs in the incubator. Awesome. I got one pen of what I call mutt quail. They're just a mixture of whatever eggs they were. They're not really Pharaohs. They're not really jumbo whites. They're not Italians. They're just a mixture of all of them. But they grow big, and they lay really big eggs. One of them eggs. I mean, a couple of them lay some really big eggs. So that's why I like them. And they get bigger than like jumbo. So pretty good size. I like them. And consistently get eggs of this size. So I like the little mutt birds. Need to get some of my eggs? I can get you some. I try to keep the somewhat separated, my jumbo whites to just be jumbo whites, and then I do have some of the wild color, the browns, jumbo browns. You have jumbo browns. I've got jumbo browns as well, but they are. I might have got one of my meat mutts in there, but it's not really a problem. Raised cherry. Hey, North Star, we have not. Just undid, wasn't really planted anything in the greenhouse. I mean, pepper plants, garden. It should be good now. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Rebecca Nichols. Oh. Am I still buffering?
I just shut my internet off on my phone.
Timmerance, you might have to shut your internet off.
Is the Azalea still in there?
Okay, we're back. Peaches hush. I don't know if Azalea's still here or not. Okay, awesome. Good now. We've been having some internet issues lately, so I don't know what all is going on with that. Uh-oh. Are you still in here? As if you are. Do you remember this? Because we've been toting this dude around everywhere. Good there, good now. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's probably on my end. I had the little icon at the top of the screen. Hey, the Lears, how you doing? Don't know if you can hear me or see me or anything of that nature, but good now. Awesome. Hey, Miss Brenda, how you doing? It was buffering when I came in, but it's good now. It could be internet. Couldn't it? Crystal, that's probably a good thing. It probably got confused with the whole graphic artist thing too. You know, do you do art with graphics or do you graphically do art? Nachos and chocolate. Yes, you still have my painting. Yes, we still have your painting. One of these decades, I will eventually make a frame for it. Dutch off-grid homestead. We have a whisper system for internet.
While she's on here, we can ask her which way it goes.
Johnny wants to know how it's supposed to sit as a painting. Me and her differ in our opinion. Azalea, will you quit? Hey, the Apricot Tiny House, how you doing? Or is your art graphic? Exactly. Kathy gets it. Lears, how did the haying go? The tractor gave you blisters.
Don't bite me.
That's what I was saying earlier, Kathy. It was hilarious. Johnny's the artist in this operation. I don't know. That is actually amazing. She's teaching art now at the art gallery at home.
That's awesome.
They're still from digging post holes and tapping dirt around. Whew, that's a lot. I still got a clothesline to build. I've been kind of dreading that. It's signed at the bottom. I think I was right on how it goes. Either way, Azalea, it's an awesome art piece.
Tell her she should make videos.
Johnny
She
says,
can hear me, so it doesn't matter.
yeah, she can hear you. So why are you telling me to tell her? I'm a graphic designer. What are you trying to figure out? Nothing? Do you design graphics or do you graphically design? Or are your designs graphic? Inquiring minds. I'm just being silly. I can draw stick people. I can draw a crowd.
I can draw outfits.
Oh, that's pretty good. Hey, Southern Blessed Homestead, how y'all guys doing?
That's really the only thing I'm good at drawing. If you're gonna bite somebody, bite his leg. Not me.
The radishes should be pretty quick. You can kind of move the soil back around from the top of them, and depending on the type of the radish, you can tell by the size of it by moving the soil around from the growth of it, and then pull it then, kind of like you do a carrot. Lettuce, we really haven't grown lettuce very much. We did one year, but it wasn't all the best. But our lettuce got tall. Hey, Hidden Valley Homestead, how you doing? Living a rogue life, thank you so very much. We greatly appreciate that.
Bite your own toes.
Lears, that sounds pretty interesting for artwork. You want to learn how to make lace using bobbins. Got a radish the size of a baseball. Misty, thank you.
Nope.
I love the puppy. We do too, even though she's a mess.
She's evil. She's eviler when her sister is here.
We puppy sit her sister a lot, and then they both go at it.
They're exactly the same, which makes it worse. I know the favorites.
And I don't eat radishes a whole lot, so
Watch our radio.
we don't grow them a whole lot. Here, I'll move it.
I don't
Got our
know.
radios in the other day. We use them for on-site.
Text me back there
communications.
yesterday.
Yeah, we got them yesterday, and I got them programmed. Tasted good. We roasted it, thinly sliced and roasted. I was fixing to say, we grilled a lot of ours last year. Got to go pick up some. Okay. So we don't really grow a whole lot of radishes. I know I sold a lot of them last year, but that was kind of from.
No. 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 No.
She's just trying to bite. Will you quit? She's not a puppy. You don't get to bite her.
I'm not a puppy.
Yeah, when I grilled mine, they would kind of get juicy and sweeten up. They were pretty good.
It's like you look like a puppy, you smell like a puppy, you're a puppy.
Peaches, you're being distracting.
You are very annoying. You aren't going anywhere until you be quiet.
So what has anyone gotten accomplished this week? Will you quit?
Ow. Ow, ow. That's my finger. Go mess with her. Leave me alone.
All right, Azalea, go pick your green beans. Be safe. They spray my garden. The sun says children and pets all before they kills what I do. What? Why are people spraying your? Hey Eli, how you doing, single man? They just sprayed your garden. The sign says to keep children and pets off for 48. Why would somebody spray your garden and then put a sign in it?
First off, is it on your property?
Wow. Must be some corner posts to be putting them 3.5 foot deep. D, that's a big yet. I have faith in you though. Give them a couple of days.
What are they?
Hmm.
What are they?
What or what?
What she planted?
She didn't say what she planted.
Okay.
I dug up a minute some new garden mess. Oh, that's cool. We got some lumber out there. I still need to put some together, and I still have some beds I need to take apart. High tensile. Okay. Oh yeah.
I don't know why, but this reminds me when you.
Yes, Crystal, I'm monetized now. Thank you.
This reminds me of when he almost cooked the potatoes that were still planted. That was funny.
Hey, I pre-roasted them, and that was like 2-3 years ago. Thank you very much. And they still came back.
Yeah, they did come back, but they were roasted.
Why you gotta bring up old stuff?
Because that old stuff was hilarious. This is why I like my spot.
Live in an apartment, they spray the yard even though, okay. Sense. Well, it doesn't make sense that they spray an obvious garden spot, but yeah. And yeah, I know Miss Brenda definitely deals with that every year. It was totally accidental that we're having tacos for Cinco de Mayo. I didn't put it together until Dave said something. But it's happening. And I'm having tacos. I might even load the dude up, fold it like a burrito, and drop it in the fryer and make me a chimichanga.
It's Tuesday. Tuesdays are the best.
I wouldn't say I'm all big time now, Commander Bacon, but I make my pennies a day.
3 pennies a day?
It's late. It's done. Depending on the hamburger helper, I tend to like myself some hamburger helper. Especially the lasagna. That's about my favorite one. Which one you like the most? You like the stroganoff, don't you?
I have to say lasagna too.
You like lasagna too? You'd rather eat Mexican food? Yeah.
Chinese food.
We had chicken. What's that? No, not before. Hi, Monique. How you doing? Going rogue on the HOA. Yeah, they deserve it. HOAs deserve everything you give them.
Dad knows exactly what I'm hoping they won't cancel this year. The fair.
D, I don't understand why people hate on Hamburger Helper neither. That's the only way I would have survived. We had Hamburger Helper growing up a couple times a week.
Popcorn cover.
That's what I guess they can't tell the difference between plants and grass. You'd be surprised. Lasagna tacos? I don't know about all that.
We're supposed to have lasagna last night.
Yeah, but I made beef stew.
Yeah.
And I think I made the right choice. Beef stew.
Yes, because I got to make my biscuits.
And is Shayla in here? I didn't see her scrolling around a little bit ago. But Johnny wants to say thank you, Shayla, because now she knows how to make a biscuit.
A good biscuit.
A good biscuit. A Nathan approved biscuit on top of that.
It's a perfect biscuit.
How are my quail doing? They are doing awesome. I put some in the incubator earlier. I lost one yesterday due to a cage actually falling due to high winds.
Which
So-
it was reverse.
Which it fell backwards. Oh, you're playing with your calm toy. You're good. So lost one that way, but I still have a bunch more.
I can't wait for tomorrow.
Make homemade hamburger helper that my kids call. Oh, that's cool. In other words, a flaky biscuit. Not necessarily. This one wasn't flaky, but I could definitely separate it in two perfectly and put anything I wanted in the middle of it. She could make it flaky. She just have to fold it a bunch of times and roll it out and fold it and roll it and fold it and roll it. I got faith that she'll figure it out. North Star Prep Center said hi, Tempe.
Hi.
Hey, Crooked Woods Family Orchard, how you doing? Could eat some fried. I like fried spam and a biscuit. J-Love, why not? I mean, it's $1. Can you make it for cheaper than that? Like homemade? Realist. I mean, seriously. I'm here but working on strawberries. Awesome. Johnny says thank you for teaching her how to make a biscuit. Mac, did the heart rate go up because you're thinking about the naked gardening thing? Chris eats fried treat. Fried spam sandwich. Yeah, I like spam. Crooked Woods Family Orchard. That's rough for the kids. Spam and rice-a-roni. Oh, that's something I ain't had in a long time. Rice-a-roni. The San Francisco treat. I make homemade pot pies. I'm supposed to make a homemade pot pie tomorrow, I think. Isway Homestead, that is safe. Somebody's telling you to sit up. They're tired of seeing your butt. Need all the snakes to go away. I can see that. $2 sharing. Yes, I can make homemade cheaper. All right, if you can make it homemade cheaper, I probably could too. But I don't know. This lasagna is too good to be true. I mean, even though my actual homemade lasagna is better than, hamburger helper lasagna, but that's like a comfort food. That's understandable when I get it like 2 or 3 boxes a year. Oh yeah, rice in the Instant Pot? Yeah, I do rice in the Instant Pot quite often. You know what? Something else is life changing as rice in the Instant Pot and eggs in the Instant Pot? Oatmeal in the Instant Pot. You toast those oats for like 3 minutes on the saute setting with some butter, and the aroma, the smell from it is amazing. And then you set them going for like 6 minutes with the water needed. They're done. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Except for some of them get stuck to the bottom of the pan.
Well, that's going to happen regardless. I think just about everything in the Instant Pot's about game changing. And really, I don't know why I didn't make my stew in it yesterday. A 15-pound bag of rice last you a lifetime. 15 pounds of rice wouldn't last us no time. All the reason we haven't had rice lately is because we're down to 2 pounds. A spam soup. That's amazing. If you had some sausage, I'd make some Scotch quail eggs. When is the right time to make a Scotch quail egg? Every day that ends in Y is the perfect day for a Scotch quail egg.
And every time Peter bites us, it ends with a Y.
It's the recipe for Tempe. Yeah, she really likes it though.
Likes what?
No, that's not living a rogue life. That's not Peaches crying in the background. That is probably Thunder, Temperance's other dog.
Which
He's
is
a big
spoiled.
spoiled dog. Well, not a big dog. He's just a
He's
big
tiny.
spoiled baby.
He's tiny and he's grown. But of course he's spoiled.
Oh yeah, grits in the Instant Pot. I haven't tried it yet, but I bet they be good. You smoke everything. I'm gonna have to fire up my smoker here before too long. I got bacon curing.
And smoke salt as soon as we get salt for it.
Hey, CJM Farms, how you doing? We're just chatting and having a big old time. Talking about curing some bacon and cooking. We can always get into food. I don't mind. I love food. It shows. You've never had grits. Properly made grits are phenomenal. I haven't had a Scotch egg yet. Oh, Rebecca, you need to change that. It's real easy to do. And like, anybody ever seen our hard boiled a goose egg? Yeah, all our dogs are spoiled. Johnny's dog's spoiled, my dog's spoiled, and both the Temperance's dogs are spoiled. But has anybody ever seen a hard boiled goose egg? Now, if you want something for a meal for the whole family, make a Scotch egg out of a goose egg. Now, that'll eat a skunk. Yeah, goose eggs are big. Smoked bacon. That sounds like a plan. What are you watching? She's not watching anything. She's playing a game. You have to build one. I do make bacon and cheddar bread. Ooh, that sounds good. What I'm gonna smoke mine is I've got a egg grill, but I've been able to use it to where I take a bunch of sawdust from turning stuff and using it as like a smoke generator, so the temperature really doesn't get up there high. All right, Crooked Woods Family Farm Orchard, take care of your kiddos. Bacon and cheddar bread. That just sounds amazing. All right, His Way Homestead, take care. Oh, I'm sorry, His Way Homestead. I don't know. You might be an awesome cook. I don't know, but trying to figure out if it's just me that thinks turkey eggs are rubbery. The leaders, I have never cooked a turkey egg because they were always more valuable to me as turkey poults than they were as food. Since turkey hens only lay for a limited amount of time, I was always incubating them. Yeah, duck eggs are awesome for baking. Quebec Homestead. Oh, thank you, Mallory. That's awesome. I can't wait to get it. You know, it's just making me hungry. Sorry. We make everybody try not is there 1 dozen eggs. I can see that. I wonder how it'd probably take like 5 pounds of sausage to wrap it, and then you need a 55-gallon drum to oil it up to fry it in. Living a rogue life. Last year at our get together, the Heartland Homesteaders picnic, there was a whole hog smoked, and that was the main course basically. A lot of people in here were there, and man, was it good.
And I won something. And it was fun.
Yeah, you did win stuff. Your big cardboard thing.
Which is it's also now called Little House of the Prairie.
Okay. Scrolling by pretty quick. Nathan needs an emu. I don't need an emu.
You guys are probably wondering why it's called Little House on the Prairie. Since I've watched it, I'm obsessed with it.
All right, Mallory. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi. I greatly appreciate it. Johnny was asking me about some eggs the other day, like what chickens lay like chocolate colored eggs. And I told her, and I think she wants some, which means a new, different chicken pen. So she ain't getting that until her duck pen is done for her ducks that she wants.
I need a chicken.
What is the best wood to smoke with? It really, a lot of it depends on what you're smoking. So if you're like smoking, say you're smoking some cheddar cheese, right? If you do that with like an apple or a fruit bud, it works really great there. Single man, I wouldn't. If two family was here, I bet you I would take that bet. But haven't seen them yet, so I'm not going to take that bet.
What bet?
Just started laying green eggs. We had some that laid green eggs before. Yeah, Johnny wants some like copper marins that lay like a really dark brown egg. Is it copper marins?
I don't remember.
Either way.
Then. But a dark chocolate color.
Yeah. Next project is the duck hut. So she can have ducks. But my thing with the ducks is I don't mind the ducks. But I just want to get the pool set up just right for them with a drain on it. Like it's still going to be a kiddie pool, but I'm going to cut the center out of it and put a drain in it. And then shut the valve off away from the duck hut. I can just drain it, hose it out, shut the drain, fill it back up. Yeah, ducks are definitely huge mess makers. They're horrible people. Ducks are horrible people. But they're cute, so Johnny likes them.
This is why we owned Quackers.
Take a blunt pan, layer it with bacon, put a layer of raw meatloaf in the bottom, make a dish, layer it with mashed potatoes, add more meatloaf, and cover with bacon and bake. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, Rebecca. Oh, ho, ho. That sounds so good.
Quackers.
Yeah, they are horrible people.
More of a dog.
Did I ever tell any of y'all about the duck we had named Quackers? He was a trained attack duck.
He was awesome.
He was awesome, but he was a trained attack duck.
He acted like a dog.
He did. He even chased car tires.
Tell him about the story. So somebody jumped on a trash can because of him.
Somebody was dropping off a couple of guinea pigs for somebody. I'll not name it Temperature's name, but guinea pigs. And he jumped on top of the trash can to get away from the duck because the duck's him, grabbing his pants leg and shaking it. It's his head like he was a dog.
He's halfway on him and halfway off.
Yep. The catch, the duck, is when I still installing satellites. I had to trick it with my pecan swirl snack cakes and get it cornered, and it took off flying. And I caught it in midair and tucked it like a football. And I put it in a cage that I just happened to have in my truck because that's what we do. We have, livestock cages in our trucks. Thought it'd be nice to let him sit up there between me and Johnny. And the first thing he did when I got in the truck is he bit me in my fat. Right in the fat of my arm. He got put in the back seat real quick. Yeah, Quackers was something else. He'd attack Johnny's toes and all kind of stuff.
Well, I mainly love playing.
Get Chinese geese and you won't have to mow. Duck that runs in front of him gets tired. Yeah, no kidding. But well, what was the geese we had? Was it pilgrim geese? No, buff geese. I don't remember. I gotta look again, but there's a type of geese that I want to get. Toulouse geese, I believe is what they are. Chinese geese just kind of look weird. They look like a dinosaur with that big old knob on their head.
The girl was Lucy Goosey.
Yeah, the girl we had a Chinese goose, Lucy Goosey. Bomber took her out, and then took out my other goose. Made me mad. The only reason he's still alive is because
Her. And he's like 6 years old. He's old and grumpy.
duck jokes quack you up. They do me too. But I do. I miss quackers. I mean, he was the friendliest duck that we ever had. As in, you could touch him. He'd bite you, but you could touch him. Hey, strong enough to be in Homestead. How you doing?
Me and my cousins love playing tag with him. If you get bit, you're out. You have to tag it.
Well, ducks help clear a pond full of. I don't know honestly if they will help clear a pond full of lilies. That I don't know. I just know that this duck would. He was an ankle biter.
He is mainly the boss of everything else.
And all right, not only that. At that time, my poultry and fowl yard was like rival gangs. So we had the ducks on one side, who aligned themselves with the turkey over all of that whole side, versus the chickens. And it's like if the chickens came in, messed with their side of things, Quacker would look at a turkey, look at the chicken, and the turkey would go take care of the chicken. Kick its butt, the chicken run off. We'd have little turf battles between the fowl and the poultry, plus the turkeys. They were like the enforcers for the duck brigade.
This is why we love quackers.
Can't walk around. Yeah, your duck is well has better manners than Quackers ever did.
What does her duck do?
His duck will kind of step up inside and jump back outside and walk in between his feet.
He's well better mannered than quackers. If you
It's going down. Yeah, no kidding. There's like gang fights going on in the chicken pen every day.
is like, this is mine, that is yours. I don't care if my side is bigger than yours.
Need to make them some quint. We don't have any of these birds anymore. Yeah, the duck mafia. It really was the duck mafia. He was like Don Quackers. Where's Quackers now? I have no clue where Quackers is. He just disappeared. We had him. We had him for a while, and then he just disappeared.
Couple years.
Ducks with little prison shanks. He didn't need nothing. He never got his little web feet dirty. He had the turkeys do it for him, and they have shanks built in.
Or the other ducks.
We had a rooster named Rusty, and he was mean, like mean.
He was evil.
I mean, he kicked a kid in the face.
He's evil.
And they wouldn't even let him in the whole chicken yard at all. He was like, mm-mm. Don Quacker's like, you are banished from this land. He wouldn't go in there.
He's evil. I don't care. He's evil.
Bloods are the ones that lost.
Tell him what happened to your rubber boot.
Oh, yeah. He kicked right through. He kicked 2 holes in my rubber boot. I wasn't too cool about that because it went in my ankle. Goose didn't hatch any this year. Next time they're going in an incubator. I've never successfully hatched a goose egg or a duck egg. You give me normal eggs like guinea and turkey and chicken and quail and stuff like that. They're okay. But duck and geese, you gotta like lay them down and you gotta get them wet and there's a cool off period and you gotta put them back. It's a lot of work. I mean, it's worth doing it. I just never successfully done it.
All that duck and goose. talk reminds me of Temperance getting.
Bit in the butt as a baby.
Uh-huh.
Now Farm, Dave, I've heard of that happening before, but I've never experienced it.
I'm still thinking about quackers.
All right, his way Homestead. Take care.
The easiest place to tag him was near his butt.
Now we did have that duck in Missouri that was. He didn't attack. You couldn't ever touch him, but he'd sit there and talk with you. He was the duck I would test out duck calls on.
What was his name?
I don't even.
I remember on my 4th birthday that there was a squirrel.
Yeah.
Want to tell them about the squirrel that climbed up my shirt?
Nah,
Nah.
it was just a squirrel. I mean, everybody's had squirrels.
No one can barely get close to squirrels.
Well, we just had one come up to us. What's your point?
It was a pet squirrel.
So, I've talked to other people who had pet squirrels.
How many people?
Do what?
How many people had
I don't know,
squirrels?
4 or 5.
4 or 5. There's like hundreds of people in
Well,
that.
I still think it's funny that you got bit in the butt by a goose.
She did too.
I think it's funny that the okay. I still think it's funny
All
that
right, Misty. See you later.
quackers actually kind of like tears holes in the bottom of your pants when he bit you.
I think Paul was just telling someone else goodbye. It happens a lot. Yeah, I still need to film tomorrow's video and edit it and all that stuff. I've been slacking. It happens.
And I know I won't be in it.
No, I don't want to break my camera.
I mean, with that all that ugly.
Oh no, it ain't ugly.
Yeah, it is.
Blame Kathy. I wouldn't blame Kathy. I'd blame Temperance. So, what I was thinking. Well, that wasn't important. It's all Kathy's fault. Quit.
What is fun?
Yeah. It's weird.
There's only so many people that can do it.
Yeah, you're the only person I know that can do it.
Tori can do it.
Oh, Tori can.
And then Trey kind of knows how to do it, but he's not good at it.
Yellow weird. So what has everyone else been up to this week? We really haven't been doing a whole lot.
I can't do it that
Yesterday, all I really did was play with ham radio channels. It's certainly making Kathy's fault. Off kilter homestead, a lot of swimming. I saw some pictures of or video of some backwards cannonballs. Shannon, did you get the like 50 to 70 mile an hour winds that came with that rain yesterday? He's afraid to flip today. Wonder what put that fear in him. Ooh, planted fruit trees, bushes, set up deer fence. Near the tractor, applying. Ooh, nice. I have some basil I need to uppot, and that's what I'll be doing once we're done here. It's gotten pretty tall, but I have roots coming out the bottom. I don't think we're going to be planting any trees until maybe next year. Bushes maybe, but no trees. A Mulberry Branch Farm, we're preparing for another honeybee hive. Bees are so stinking. About them preparing and planning. Well, that sounds fun. And I miss having bees. I did enjoy bees when I had them. I didn't like getting stung right here by one, and then it flew up my nostril. That was a rough afternoon. Hey, Mountain Trail Homestead, how you doing? Nice to meet y'all too.
I know how to walk by a bee without a bother on you.
And you were without power that long? Ours barely flickered.
Mainly, all our bees leave.
Rebecca, that's pretty cool. All right, the leaders, take it easy.
There might be one reason why the bees leave.
The cherry bushes. I'm a big fan of cherries, but I know some people like those nasty things.
Blue raspberries are really good.
What all about this murder wasp business? The murder hornets? I don't know much about them. I know they're way up in the Pacific Northwest, but other than that, I don't know anything about them. So, yeah, hopefully they eradicate them up there in the Pacific Northwest. And I did read where some of them were on Vancouver Island, but I think they got all of them. Because apparently they took samples from both of them, but they're not. They're the same insect, but the DNA is, they're not related. So they're completely different colonies or whatnot. But they said the ones on like the Victoria Island or whatever island it is that they were on, the channel's too wide for them to fly across. So they have no idea how they got there. But if they're there, they're pretty well locked on the island. Arizona tarantula wasp. Yeah. I don't want to deal with none of that.
What did you just say?
Hornets and Arizona tarantula wasp. I don't want nothing to do with none of them. I got red paper wasp, and I don't want to deal with them.
Okay. At least you said something behind it. Okay.
What?
Whatever you said.
Arizona tarantula wasp?
Take off the wasp.
Arizona tarantula?
In the beginning.
Tarantula?
Yeah.
The Carly Spade? You'd like the Arizona tarantula wasp.
Why?
They kill honeybees and feed off. Yeah. Indeed. I do hope they get them all eradicated and they kill them with fire because, yeah. Don't the tarantula wasp like eat tarantulas? Are they useless to incubate their eggs? Yeah, horseflies. I mean, they're a nuisance, but they don't make your arm lock up from getting stung by them. It's too far for an airplane to fly across. What? I don't understand that. Asian hornets, they need to keep the stuff at home. I can agree with that. I can agree. We don't need those here. Dave, probably with a entrance reducer, the bees would probably actually have a way to defend themselves because they could. It makes sense to me. Hey, Tanya, how you doing? What are you cooking? Dave, they make something called like a pollen sweeper for it, where a bee is just big enough to go in, but it brushes the pollen off of them. And some beekeepers do that to collect the pollen and resell to feed other bees, things of that nature like that. So this was an island in Canada up in the Pacific Northwest. For the wasp to naturally fly across the channel between the island and the mainland, they said it was too wide for the wasp to fly, the bug itself to fly across. Hey, Sam's Allotment Diary, how you doing?
We have 10 minutes.
Yes, we have 10 minutes. Is French toast hash brown? Ooh. That sounds good too. So and no one really knows how these wasps got here, or their name wasps, they're hornets, how these hornets got here. Ooh, strawberries. I like strawberries.
Strawberries?
Yeah. CJM Farms, thank you so very much. Sam, we are doing well. I'm glad you stopped in. Mulberry Branch Farm, that's what I'm thinking too with Dave. Like the bees would come out. But there's only a portion of the hive that comes out. The rest of them don't leave the hive until they get to a certain stage in their life anyway. Then they start going out and working. Other than that, they're just strictly into the hive, and that's just part of their life cycle. Not every bee flies away from the hive every day. Quite possible. But Dave, even with that particular island I was talking about, like Vancouver Island or whatever it is, that would probably be a way for it to get there on the island. But if it did, they said that it was pretty well contained to the island. It couldn't reach another point of land from flying on its own power. No, Dave, that's what I was saying earlier. They compared the genetics of the two different colonies they found, and they're different. They're not related, so to speak. Hey, Stringfield Rich Farm, how you doing? And that's what the article I was reading earlier. They're two completely separate, different colonies. It's not that one came from here and moved here. They're two divergent colonies that set up. Exactly, Dave. That's what I'm saying. They made it here twice.
I'm just going to avoid the conversation.
You don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about murder hornets.
I don't even know what that is, so I'm just going to annoy the conversation.
Sam, thanks. We greatly appreciate it. We hope you have a good day. About 4 more minutes.
4 minutes?
Yep. So anybody got any questions for us? We got about 4 more minutes before we wrap up and give everybody time to get a break before they head over to Tech Tuesday. Or anybody got anything they want to add or want to see, or a big bumblebee here too. And we got we got carpenter bees, we got bumblebees. I mean, we got some. Teresa saying hi.
Hi, Teresa.
They're all laid out being themselves. Tracy, that's fine. I mean, not everybody can be here at the same time. I understand that. They really are comfy. She's even all behind me, like her foot is back over here. Peaches is over here sleeping on Johnny. I mean, here's Peaches sleeping. So yeah. Rebecca Nichols, you're most welcome. All right, everybody. It's starting to quiet down anyway. So I greatly appreciate everybody coming in, having fun with us for this hour. Uh, come join us over at Tech Tuesday. Good to see you have ads now. Thank you. I haven't really messed with them much. I just let it kind of auto set up. So hopefully that's working for everybody and not being too many. So hopefully my ads are not wild and weird like everyone else's or like some other people's. But I do. Also, everybody they're posting links for my dibbles and stuff. I've got a sale going on with them this month. The code is May 2020 for a discount for the whole month of May. If anybody wants anything like that, you can get it from my Square store because that's the only place where that's valid at. So take advantage of that if you want to. I do greatly appreciate everyone's coming in and stopping by, spending an hour with us this evening. So come join us at um, Tech Tuesday for a few minutes. And God bless. See you next time.